There is a single night purged from every global archive, a night when the heavens across the entire planet fractured and what were we forced to forget?
Discover the most enigmatic night in human history, when the skies blazed and time stood still. Immerse yourself in a global mystery that remains unsolved to this day. The world remembers more than it shows. History books tell us of wars and empires, but they often omit the night the world simply stopped. It began not with a deafening explosion, but with a profound, suffocating silence that swallowed the wind. Then, the horizon began to bleed a color that human eyes had never seen before. From the high atmosphere, our planet looked like a glass marble pierced by a sudden, silent storm of golden veins. The animals felt the shift first, birds fell dead from the sky, and dogs stared entranced into the dark woods. People stepped out of their homes, dropping their tools, their eyes locked on the impossible canvas above. A shimmering veil of emerald and crimson fire descended, tearing through the clouds like a burning curtain. Deep underwater, even the abyssal trenches were illuminated by terrifying, rhythmic flashes of bioluminescence from the surface. In the crowded streets of London, the gas lamps flickered and died all at once, plunging the city into darkness. But the darkness lasted only a second, replaced immediately by the blinding light of 1,000 false suns. Panic did not set in immediately. Instead, a collective paralysis gripped millions of souls at once. Some thought it was the end of days, dropping to their knees on the cold, unforgiving earth. Others believed it was a message, a cosmic communication written in the language of pure radiation. Ships out at sea reported their compasses spinning wildly, their needles snapping off from the sheer magnetic force. Then came the sound, not a roar, but a low-frequency vibration that rattled the marrow in human bones. The air tasted of copper and ozone, an electric flavor that promised total destruction. Over the Sahara, the sand itself began to levitate, charged by an immense static field from above. In the isolated monasteries of Tibet, monks chanted to match the frequency of the burning sky. Deep underground, seismographs around the world simultaneously drew identical, jagged lines of impossible magnitude. As suddenly as it had erupted, the sky cracked open, revealing a terrifying void of absolute nothingness. A cold wave swept across the continents, instantly freezing the summer dew into intricate patterns of frost. Governments hid their records, classifying the hours between midnight and dawn as a mass psychological delusion. But the shadows burned into the stone walls of ancient cities told a very different story. High above the clouds, military pilots caught in the anomaly refused to ever fly again. A lone sailor's watch, found years later, had stopped exactly at 3:33 in the morning. The phenomenon left behind no radiation and no physical debris, only a collective trauma etched into the memory of humanity. Some scientists now believe it was not a solar flare, but an intersection with something unimaginably vast. Tonight, we look up at the stars and see peace, but that is merely an illusion of distance. The sky is a vast ocean, and we have no idea what leviathans swim just beneath its dark surface. We only know that once, the veil was lifted, and the sky caught fire to show us that we were never alone. Have you ever stared into the midnight void and felt a gaze staring back? Share your thoughts in the comments and subscribe, so we can seek answers together where official history ends. Would you like me to generate a few thumbnail prompts, mid-journey style, to help this video get a high click-through rate?